Alright guys, gonna try and play Wayfinder. like I've planned to for the past couple of streams. But seems like from their announcements that queues and everything have picked up pretty well. So hopefully we can get in. As you can see, I'm 14,000 people ahead of me, but it's been steadily going down. So yeah, and try and do that. If you enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell. Besides that, I'm gonna turn on some music because it's probably gonna take a while, so we can enjoy some music while we wait. And for some reason, I need to mess with this some. There we go. That seems. Hopefully that'll work from here on out. I haven't really messed with like audio capture stuff in OBS all that much, so. And where I think it's where the title of the actual application doesn't exactly match, because I think it probably relies on the name of the song. And why that changes obviously with each different song, it probably doesn't automatically pick it up. But I think what I just changed should keep it okay. Oh, almost down to 14,000 exactly. But we can just hang out and chat if listen to some music, listen to some jams until hopefully we get in. Probably should have started in queue a little bit earlier, but hindsight's 2020, so yeah. Really need to trim my mustache. It's at that very annoying stage where it's like it can curl enough to like get the hairs like just barely in your mouth, but if you like push them away, they're fine. So like it needs to lay correctly, but they'll end up in your mouth, and it's like just that kind of annoying state. And with my hair, it's not long enough to put up yet, where I can like actually keep it off of me, but it's just long enough to be annoying to where if I let it down or not keep it back with this beanie or something, then it will like stab me in the eye or like stuff like that. But it's not long enough that I can really put it up to keep it from being annoying. But yeah, I totally forgot today was Sunday, if I'm being honest. So I put some clothes in the washer. I'm gonna have to put them in the dryer whenever I get off stream, probably. See, we're already like halfway through 13,000, so. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. But I am probably gonna not stream until 9 today, because I like to do some other games kind of off stream, so. But I'd like to play for like at least an hour actually in game and not in queue, so we'll have to mess around with that some. Yeah, I'll say I'm very glad to see them working on the queues and everything. Like, a lot of people left very negative reviews and everything from the launch, which I think is kind of stupid, but because I mean it's early access, and yes, you did pay for it, but you paid for early access, so, and also it's an MMO, like, especially logging queues like this is kind of a normal thing. Like, things didn't resolve out in the next couple of days, then yeah, you could start raising some concerns and everything, but like the first day or two after launch, especially with this being in early access, it's kind of questionable to absolutely hate on the game, or at least in my mind. But I'm also, you know, a software engineer. I know how scaling can be a pain in the ass, so yeah, I honestly meant to put my clothes in the washer early this morning, because I'm like, thinking yesterday, man, I really need to put my clothes in the washer tomorrow morning, so I can hopefully have them washed and dried before the stream started. But you know, got up early, watched a live stream myself, played some games, and then took a break, and then totally forgot all about my laundry, so yay. Now it is currently in the washer, which is on the other side of the wall behind me, so but I'm pretty sure it's not picking up on the mic, so should be good. Oh, the dryer might pick up if I end up switching it over, but I'm probably gonna wait until after stream to switch everything over. Almost down to 13,000, so I think I was at like 17,000, like 5 minutes before I started the stream. So I mean, that's what, 4,000 and about 20 minutes. That doesn't really bode well, because that's what, at least another hour, I think. Because I mean, that would only be down to 12,000. It keeps at the exact same rate, but I don't know. I've got a math degree, but doing math in my head, especially after not really doing math for a year that I've been off, kinda, my brain doesn't work that way anymore. Honestly, it never really worked that way for basic math stuff anyways. I was more good at doing the weird weird algebra and calculus stuff, so I mean, I still count on my fingers, I'll be completely honest. Like so many math classes in college, got a degree, still count on my fingers. And still recount on my fingers a couple of times to make sure I'm right if it's like an actual important thing. We're almost halfway through 12,000. I have a feeling it's probably going to take a little bit longer, if I'm being honest, because I feel like most people saw the like super high Q count and they immediately just like nope and immediately left. So but now we got the stragglers that are actually in it for the long haul like I am, so it's going to rely on the actual servers instead of people just leaving queue. I don't think I've ever explained it, but the reason I look this way is I have a second monitor and chat and OBS and everything's on that screen. So the main game directly in front of me, which is whenever I'm looking basically at you guys, is the camera's right above the main screen. And then the other screen has like basically all my OBS stuff and chat. So making sure that the game audio is actually being picked up, even though it's very quiet because it's cue music. But also I have not messed around with any audio settings, so I might need to actually turn up the volume whenever we get in game and everything. But figured we'd experience what the beginning is like together on stream. So I have not logged in at all. Tried to log in once. I think it was yesterday. I don't know. One of the days I was planning to stream. Got all the way to the main. I think it was yesterday. Got all the way to the menu. Clicked the login. It just did nothing, and then I went and checked their Discord, and yeah, the login servers were down. Really glad I got a nice way to mute my microphone now. But yeah, I'm both glad to see this game like drowning in success because it seems like a pretty fun game, but also all the bad stuff that comes along with everybody hitting the servers at once kind of made them look a little bit bad, so yeah, kind of a negative aspect of that. Oh, we're under 12,000 now. Slowly getting there. Oh no, that was about 5 minutes. what times 12? That would be 60. So yeah, it would be about an hour, but who knows? It might speed up. Hopefully. Welcome, Monster. I'm sitting in queue. I kinda figured this was gonna be the experience, and it's probably gonna be that way for, I don't know, maybe at least a week or two. This is an MMO game. Well, I mean, it's kind of an MMO game. It's got a lot of people trying to like it, is what it is. So we gonna be here a bit. Wondering if like their approximate wait time is just bugged. Yeah, I believe it. I believe I definitely wouldn't stream 12 hours of queue screen. I think the maximum I would go was like 2 hours, and if I wasn't anywhere close, I'd probably just switch to a different game, if I'm being honest. But yeah, man, it's a new game. It's the new hotness everyone wants to play. So of course everyone's gonna be trying to log in. So, and they've been slowly doing like patch. Well, I don't know if it's patches or just like updates or what exactly we count it as, but slowly been improving their servers and stuff to log in. So, like, I think I don't know if that's a reference, and I don't know it or what that is, but yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just chatting, but you could put it on Twitch as, and then once you finally log in. Now this is Stream Beats. Their music's very, very quiet, so I'm like, I'm not gonna force everyone to sit through super quiet music, so I'm like, gotta put some music on, because sitting in silence and just listening to me talk, probably not the greatest, but got some music to hang out to, trying to talk to chat some. Is it also on is it on YouTube, or is it on Spotify, or where is it at? Yeah, whenever I was streaming back on Twitch, like a while ago, I used the YouTube music library, like that, like channel or whatever. But I use the music library and would just also like look up royalty-free music on Spotify and like click on a playlist and stuff. But then started to try and do stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, I should get some that I know for a fact is not gonna have issues. Oh, and also, I'm pretty sure whenever I was using YouTube music on Twitch, it got flagged on Twitch. Which I looked up later, they only guarantee it won't get flagged on YouTube. So I ain't got iTunes. I'm an Android user. Even though I use a Mac for work, but that's only because I have to, and my work provided it. So But I have contemplated getting a Mac. Also contemplated here recently getting an iPad and an Apple Pencil for like taking notes and stuff. 'Cause I'd like to try and get into tabletop RPGs. Me and my friend and his fiance did a single session, and we haven't done another one since, but we have talked about doing some more continuing the one that we started, but honestly, like, trying to find time, especially for him right now, is kind of difficult, but yeah, I think I've decided I'm probably gonna try and do like DMZ probably on like Saturdays. I think might be what I end up doing. Trying to do it like once a week, a minimum at least. I need some filler game because one game's not working. That's what I've been doing here recently. I'll play it, but try and do like DMZ because while I very obviously get pissed during it sometimes, it still can be fun to play, so. Did end up buying some packs for that, so we're gonna try some things out, and got some nice looking skins now, so. Bruh, I wish I could sleep 13 hours. I've been falling asleep at like, I don't know, I've been slowly sleeping less and less, like even on weekends. Try turning my mic like this a bit. But yeah, like, I can't say anything. I didn't sleep, but I didn't do anything productive, so. I was saying before you got in the stream, that I literally like put put in a load of laundry in the washer like 5 minutes before I went live, so. Which means I'll also have to put them in the dryer whenever I finish stream. And you were asleep, so. I mean, I can't blame you. That's what the weekend's for, catching up on sleep, man. At least that's what I used to use it for. I don't know why, but here recently I've just like, I don't know, like, on the weekends, normally I'd sleep in like an extra hour or two. But now on the weekends, I'm waking up when my alarm is supposed to go off on the weekdays. And then on the actual weekdays when I have work, I'll wake up about an hour before my alarm goes off. And I'm one of the types of people that kind of can't really immediately go back to sleep, so. Found out the MW3 event. Pretty nice way to level up guns. We're needing to level up some guns. It's honestly probably what I'm gonna try and do, as long as it's still up whenever I end the stream. Use it to level up some. Man, perfect 9,999. That's kind of funny. But that's probably what I'm gonna do after stream. Try and level up some guns to unlock some attachments and everything for you running DMZ, because finally got all my crafters and gatherers all the way up to max level in Final Fantasy, so I might try and craft some extra stuff to like try and make some money in that game, but besides that, I'm like leveling actual like damage dealing classes kind of coming more towards the end until the next expansion or next patch comes out, so. But yeah, honestly, DMZ's a very interesting thing. Did try and actually go onto Vondel a couple of times, like a little bit before the stream. Actually ended up re-gearing fairly easily. Like, first run, I think I got a large backpack and a whole bunch of cash, and then I think the next run, I think I got a 2-plate, so don't know if I just got extremely lucky spawns or what exactly, but yeah. Started running Al Mazrah and spawning up in the very north part of the map where, you know, you're out in the open and getting gunned down while trying to run back to the main areas. And I'm like, well, tired of this, try a different map. I don't know what's up. I'm wondering if I'm starting to get sick. Just get a tickle in my throat I've had for a couple of days. So should probably take some some vitamin C and zinc, and get some orange juice and stuff. And help my immune system in case it is actually something. Down to 9,500, so I'm slowly trickling everybody through, so called Wayfinder. Everybody's been making the joke that it's should be called Wayfinder, because I'm waiting for Q to come through, and that's all that was going through on their Discord, which was in absolute chaos during release. And I was there up until my internet crashed. No, it's actually pretty interesting. Basically, if I remember correctly, it's basically you trying to, like, I guess rebuild areas through, like, memory? Well, not exactly like memories, but like, well, if you wait long enough. Like I said, unless it like takes like 2 or 3 hours, I'm probably gonna play it at least for like an hour, maybe more. But basically it's got kind of, if I remember correctly, it's kind of got like instance dungeons that are like tied to areas that you have to have like some sort of relation with, or like, I can't remember exactly. It's been a bit. Oh, almost down to 9,000. Yeah, I think queues are starting to take a little bit longer, but yeah, the thing is if I end up actually enjoying it, because I'll say this, like I said, early access, well, actually I don't think I've actually said it yet. Well, said what I was planning to say. But it's early access right now, you do have to pay to get in. It's also on PS4 and PS5 if you end up enjoying it, Monster. The lowest tier you can get is, I think, $20. And that's like, just to play the game. I think you get the first season's battle pass of the paid tier. I think the second season's you get the free tier. I think that's about all you get for the base one. And then each tier upwards obviously costs more and more and unlocks more things. The highest tier, I think, is like $150. But you do get a special version of one of the characters that has, I think, increased certain stats and increased ability to like equip special effects to. So I found up like actually really enjoying the game, and you can upgrade between them. So I bought the base version just to see if I'd like it, and then the other ones you can upgrade to. So if I end up liking it, I'll probably end up upgrading to the best tier so I can get that special character, because that's only special to the early access. So yeah, I think they said, yeah, I think they said that they're gonna try and do full release in, I think, 6 months. And full release is gonna be free to play, so it's just the early access that actually costs money. But yeah, I have a feeling that's why a lot of people were trying to complain. So, because it's pay to play now. I thought you said it was free to play, and not realizing that only early access is. But yeah, I've been trying to keep pretty transparent about everything and all the issues they're having and stuff like that, so definitely commend them for that. And also trying to, well, a big thing that they've been trying to do is incorporate, yeah, well, I mean, like I said, even like other games that are MMOs take a while, but yeah, they've been trying to take user feedback and everything. So like, I think they announced that they increased like movement speed and stuff like that based on user feedback. And like, I think one of the changes that were in early access is that some of the tiers give you some of the currency to buy things, and like some of the things in the shop were priced like just barely out of reach of it. So, trust me, I've watched some of your streams, man. I have patience, just not when it comes to people. You do some real annoying dumb shit, I'm just gonna get pissed at you just right off the bat. But sitting in waiting for games or doing grindy stuff for games, I'm completely fine with. I mean, I helped a random person grind out one of the mounts in Final Fantasy the other day. Just cause I was, actually that was yesterday right before stream. They were looking for people. Yeah, I got 2 from the DMZ stream yesterday. So, yeah, and the last, like, I think 6 other ones came from shorts. So, but yeah, like, I think we grinded out 2 different mounts over the course of like 45 minutes, and that is solely doing the same boss over and over and over again. And what's really annoying is the second boss we fight if we could kill it fast enough, we could do the entire fight in like, I think it was like 30 seconds. But if we messed it up slightly and just barely didn't do enough damage, they have an invulnerability stage that then makes the boss take 4 minutes for us to kill. And so it was super annoying. But we still finished it. I didn't really care. I took another random and did like, I think I did like 8 mounts. And they were the same type of thing where it would take, you know, a little amount of time, or it could take several minutes. And that was even before I was max leveled on my characters. Some of them we could literally barely do, but we still grinded it out. And then I saw him like a month or 2 later, and he was already max level on like 3 of the classes, and I'm like, damn, man, like, he really grinded. So, nope, we're down to 8,000. I don't know, because I think it's only through Steam and, pretty sure it's only through Steam and, PlayStation Network. So I don't know if there's any way to convert crypto to either of those. Because I'm pretty sure even on their site, it just takes you to the actual storefronts. Actually, while I'm waiting in queue, I can... Yeah. That's wrong buttons. There's the site to the game, if you guys want to check that out. And I will put that in my description. Down to almost 7.5. Been live almost an hour. But yeah, the prices are tiered, obviously. I think only the base tier is the only one that has the free battle pass. My brain could not think of the word there. But I'm pretty sure everybody gets the first season, which is, I'm assuming, probably going to be the first like 3 months, since they're planning a full release in 6 months. But I'm pretty sure everybody gets the first season completely paid, the paid tier of the battle pass. And then I think season 2, only the first tier, which is the $20 one, gets the free version, and everybody else gets the paid. you're gonna join the queue to try and get in game. Thank you for the sub, my person. Once again, I said it in Psych stream this morning, but I wish it would at least inform the streamer or the channel to subscribe to. Oh, they crashed their login servers the first day. Like straight up, like everything was like taken down, like the like. What's up, Rob? But yeah, like they had to take down the servers like 2 or 3 times, trying to do like patches and everything. Like they very obviously. What's up, Dylan? And Lee, since you're the odd man out that I didn't introduce. Well, not introduce, but say hello to. But yeah, like they grossly underestimated how it was gonna do. And like they tried doing stress tests on like the betas and stuff. I mean, it's a paid early access, but it's only on Steam and PlayStation Network right now. So, and Babo, hello. But yeah, there's different tiers. The one I'm on, which is the lowest one's $20, but highest one's $150. But you get a special character that's only accessible in early access, which I might end up upgrading to if I enjoy the game. Man, I really don't know what's up with that tickle in my throat. But yeah, it's not exactly limited. I mean, the bar of entry is $20, which I mean most people pay $20 or $15 for some indie games. So, but yeah, that's probably another reason that it's blowing up is. Cost of entry, and also it was pretty hyped up. I learned about it at I think it was, I don't know if it was this past summer or the one before, but the summer game awards or something like that. But yeah, it's also where I learned about what is it, Lords of the Fallen, I think. Give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna look it up. I have a bad memory, especially about names. But yeah, Lords of the Fallen. Also learned about that, and Remnant 2. But yeah, all those were talked about at that event, and yeah. But yeah, they tried to do stress tests, but obviously they weren't stressful enough because the login servers had to be taken down like a couple of times. Like the first like 2 or 3 days that they opened everything up. So but yeah, I am very glad to see them drowning in success, even though they were very much drowning in it. So but yeah, I'm pretty sure They got everything, well, they got most things fixed yesterday. But there's apparently still some issues, but not as many. And they allowed logins all through last night. And then slowly started ramping up, letting players in throughout today. So... down to 6.5. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's exactly what a lot of people are saying. Well, not a lot of people were saying. That's what some people were saying, and I was one of them. Like a Final Fantasy, when they release a big patch, you're gonna be sitting in queue for several hours, if not more than a day. And that's queuing alone. Then you have them basically having to build everything from scratch. Well, not from scratch, but having to build the entire login servers and everything for early access. And they expect them not to possibly go down. Like, I don't really know what everyone's expectations were, but like, I don't know. People are weird, man. I have a feeling a lot of the people that left negative reviews, which they absolutely bombed. It's real funny. They released on Steam, it was, I think, either the most selling or second most selling, while also being the most negative or like one of the top most negative reviewed games. Just because everyone was hating on them for having the long queues and having to shut down login servers and stuff like that. And I'm like, one, it's early access. Two, this happens with most games. So, don't know exactly what they were expecting. I'm gonna go see if it's still mostly negative. I'm gonna wager probably, because you still have quite a long queue. Yep, it is still mostly negative. It's real funny to see people that don't understand how servers work talk about servers, because I don't know, I just find it funny. But yeah, I was in their Discord. I think. Okay, that didn't change. It's called, well, here. I'll send it in the lounge. That's what's currently playing. It's on the lounge chat in the Discord server, which there's a link in the description to join if you guys would like to. Yeah, like, you say that, but like, they'll be forgiving if it's a AAA title. Yeah. They'll be very forgiving if shit goes wrong. If it's a AAA title, like, oh, that's you know, modern gaming. But if it's, no, I don't. Actually, I should probably set that. I'm gonna set that up. Oh no, I do. Apparently I do. I just forgot. It's also in the in the description. But I haven't messed around with the bot commands. Yep, have been for about an hour so far. But whenever I first log in, I think it was like 17 or almost 18,000. We're down to 6 now, so it's not too bad. Apparently, I was checking out their Discord, and apparently login queues are very small. Well, you're only a little bit behind me. But yeah, apparently logins were pretty smooth up until, you know, I think, just to be safe, because I can't remember exactly what the timestamp was, but like before like 6 a.m. Eastern time, they were okay. Somebody's like, oh, all you Americans done messed up the login queue. Now it's so many long, and I'm like, yeah, that's generally what happens. Oh, yeah, they're still having some issues, I think. But yeah. Luckily, I don't got any wood to knock on. Well, I'm gonna say it anyways. Luckily, I haven't been restarted yet. Down to 5.5. We're getting closer. Yeah, I've been checking on their server status. They have a server status. I guess it would be channel on their Discord. And yeah, they've been updating everybody about login servers and what issues they're having and what issues they still have and stuff like that. I guess apparently one of the issues they thought they had patched out entirely, but apparently it wasn't patched out entirely, so they're looking for another solution for it. But yeah, they also haven't updated since them editing to them finding out there's another issue. Yeah, that's one thing I absolutely love them for. Like, they've also been having issues about people getting the higher tiers and not getting the rewards. So it's another kind of issue, and they've publicly announced that they're working on it and trying to provide temporary solutions and stuff like that to try and get everything to everybody. But yeah, they've been trying to be fairly public about everything. Maybe not as public as they could be, because it's not directly announced, but a lot of the stuff has been announced on their Discord. Which I understand a lot of people might not use Discord, but I mean, it's kind of the gaming social platform, so kind of understand the reason that they'd want to put it there instead of like announcing it everywhere on their website. But yeah. But they've been trying to be transparent, trying to take everybody's input and everything, and obviously taking things that, God, I can't think of the words. My brain. I'm not good at talking. They've been accepting the blame for their issues they're having, I guess is the way I would say it. Almost to 5,000. But yeah. Oh, what I was saying quite a while back now. Release day for early access, because they did have to move it back 2 days. And we're still having issues, but release day on their Discord and their general chat specific for this game, they had so many people spamming chat, everything, that they had to turn it to server boosters only. So yeah, because I had so many people complaining and everything like that. And there was a time or two in the like first couple of hours that they had to turn off chat entirely so that only the admins could post on it. I mean, that's a popular MMO. Can almost guarantee for a fact in a month that we'll be nowhere near this. Because, I mean, everybody's hyped up on it right now. People get a chance to get in and play it, see that they don't like it, or don't like it as much as they hoped. Now I get to try and log in again. So one less person in the queue. And also, you got the hype of it literally just releasing this past Thursday, so... Or I should say releasing in early access this past Thursday. I wonder if that's the reason the queues are taking so long. I would assume they probably have some way of detecting AFK or something that will boot you out eventually. And I'm not going to share my exploits of getting around that in several different ways. Because I will admit, I did log in early one morning on Final Fantasy. And log in early one morning, waiting for queue after the most recent expansion launched. And setting it up to where I wouldn't get kicked out for being AFK. Because I know for a fact Final Fantasy does have a, or at least I'm pretty sure they have a way of kicking you out after you're AFK for so long. And I'll say, there's a lot of much easier ways to do that if you're on PlayStation, because, yeah. Taking a buck out of some achievement hunters things, trying to unlock things that require a certain amount of playtime, that requires actual input and stuff. But yeah, they also have a maximum amount of players, I'm assuming per instance of the server, but they also have implemented, so. That's another thing we're having to wait around for. Because we're in queue, but the queue is changing based on people logging out up to a maximum of the amount of players that can log in. And this is just me being a nerd and knowing really weird stuff about gaming. And just me being a nerd in general, honestly. Bro, I'll be the first to admit I am 100% a nerd. I do software engineering for a living and play video games after work, like. And the main reason I don't stream on Fridays is because I go and play Magic the Gathering, like. I also occasionally watch science and math education videos on YouTube. I am like the perfect demographic of nerd and geek, like. It's just how I am. Deal with it, man. I mean, the software engineering part kinda can suck sometimes. It's most of the time why it takes me a little while after work to get everything ready, because a lot of the time my brain does not want to think after work, and I have to just like go and sit down and do nothing for like an hour. I'm trying to get back into anime. I was somewhat into it in like high school and middle school, and started watching Dr. Stone. Got through the first 2 seasons that were dubbed because my brain doesn't work good for reading, so subs just kind of very difficult for me. But watched the first 2 seasons of the dub, and they're slowly releasing the 3rd season, or at least last time I checked they only had, I think, the first 2 episodes of the 3rd season dub. I haven't watched either of those, I don't think. Yeah, it's super interesting. Like, I also watched, I think most, yeah, I didn't watch all of it, but I watched most of Sword Art Online. That was another one my friend recommended to me. I think I started reading a little bit of the Bleach manga, because I had it at my library for some reason, but never really got into that. Really like to go through and watch the original Dragon Ball, which I got through like several of the first episodes, but didn't really get super far into that. Well, I enjoyed it, it's just other stuff came up, and so I just never really finished anything. I also watched some of Seven Deadly Sins. It's another one I watched quite a bit of, but I think I only watched like the first season. Well, we're under 4,000 now, so Yeah, but that'd require extra programming and everything. Which would also cut time out of them actively working on the servers. So that's another thing you gotta think of. They're spending that time putting in the little mini game while you wait, and then not, you know, debugging the server issues or implementing, you know, making everything more efficient so they can, you know, increase server capacity and stuff like that. Like, it's a lot of stuff you gotta think about, especially when you're trying to do stuff at scale. Like, we just recently had went through and assessed a lot of our code to try and make things more efficient. Because I think one of the things we were working on was like barely missing the mark on efficiency, and we're like, we could probably change our stuff enough to make that work. So three and a half now. But yeah, and like I said, here in probably a month or two, I have a feeling login queues are going to be, you know, down to probably a couple of minutes. So investing the time now for the, you know, month or two of actually having long login queues, probably not going to be worth it. I will know next time. Start this up quite a bit, quite a lot before I want to stream it. And I can just sit and, I could just sit in the starting, well, not the starting area, but the area I spawn into. So, as long as I don't start too early and then get kicked for being AFK. It's gonna be a delicate balance. I gotta get down, I guess. Or, I mean, I guess I probably could just log in, and if it's quite a while before stream, just go out and grind some stuff. It does seem like it's gonna be a little bit more of a, well, I don't want to say resource intensive because that kind of implies resources of your computer, but like, I'm pretty sure you have to work to unlock the other characters. So I'm pretty sure you unlock one character unless you get the special character from the higher tier bundles. But pretty sure you get one, and then to unlock the other ones, you have to grind out specific items and stuff. But I mean, that does give you a lot of reason, a lot of stuff to work towards. Of games? Because I know they had the Castlevania, like, animated series. I think it was on Netflix. I haven't played any of the Castlevania games. And honestly, after looking at some of them, I'm not sure I want to. Trying to make that quiet didn't work out very well. But to be fair, I haven't really looked at Castlevania like at all. Are they expanding on the Netflix one, or are they starting like a new actual anime? Isn't it hard? Don't they already have like a season or something like that on Netflix? Bro, there's some good games on Nintendo. I don't know if you were in Psych Stream whenever I mentioned it. My dad still has his Nintendo. And like a lot of the games. Or at least last time I heard, he still had his Nintendo. And he's got like the giant controller and the zapper gun and like a lot of the games. Oh. Ah, fuck. I forget. Netflix done did their bullshit about password sharing, so I can't use my Netflix now. Damn. Yeah, Netflix kind of pissed me off with that whole password sharing stuff. Like, I understand the money to crack down on it and everything, but like, and yes, they allow you to split off like your own accounts and stuff like that and have extra members. But the thing is, you can't change the primary account. My account, for me, is the primary account. But I'm not the one that uses it the most, A. And I'm not the one that pays for it right now. That's my parents. And they each have their own separate account. So I can't split them off into their own, because I'd need to take two off to a singular account, and I don't think you can do that. And I also can't promote one of their accounts to be the main account. So I'm just SOL on like all of that. So basically, if I wanted to have my own, have just mine so I could use it at where I'm living, I'd have to basically start up a new account and redo all my lists and like what I'm watching and everything like that. So been pretty annoyed about that once I found out about that. And honestly, with them being negligent about stuff like that, kind of makes me not even really want to give them my money. Down to 2.5 now. We getting close. I will say Netflix did have some pretty good shows whenever I did watch it. I haven't watched it in like months and months, so honestly it's probably been like a year or two since I watched Netflix. I'll be honest, I don't really watch any shows anymore. Most of what I do is work, play games, and then watch YouTube, so. But I do have the God, what's it called? HBO's thing. I think it's just called Max now. They dropped the HBO off the front or whatever. Mainly because there's some interesting shows on there that I'd like to watch. Yeah, that's the annoying part too. And that they keep adding and removing stuff and switching from one to another, and it's just utter chaos. Yeah, well, there's also a lot of bundles, like, I don't know if Spotify still does it, but they used to be able to bundle Spotify Premium and, I think it was Hulu. And then, like, I think my parents' phone plan, with the tier they have, they get Disney Plus with it, and, like, whenever I was paying for cable, which I was using their like streaming online TV service, and I'm pretty sure they offered the HBO Max stuff, which is how I got it originally, and then saw there's some shows that I'd like to have, and so there's some bundles, but it's still kind of annoying if you're trying to go and pay them all individually without having stuff like that. We're under 2,000 now. I don't know. I've honestly, When I was up still around 10,000, I was glancing at the time I've been live and like trying to estimate everything. But since I got to about 6,000, I stopped looking at it. So I hope it's dropping faster, but I don't know. Is there any time zone right now that's has a whole bunch of people going to bed? That's what we need. We just need an entire time zone to just like drop off the servers all at once. Might be people in Europe dropping off then. Because like I said, it's probably solely based on the amount of people logging out. Guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab another drink and use the bathroom real quick. So we will see you in a second. Oh man, you guys, it was at literally exactly 1500. I was just a second earlier. But now we're under 1500, so that's good. Perfect 1100. What do you mean? I am looking at my chat. It's what we've been doing this entire time. Yeah, man, we're just chilling, waiting for you. Thanks, man. Yeah, man, been alive for over an hour and a half. Still in queue. This is it joining me in queue waiting simulator? It's the next hot game. We're under 1,000 now. Let's go. Yeah. No, it's not loading. We're in queue. Loading comes after the queue. This is just waiting to load in. Yep. Oh man, I'm pretty sure it was like 17 or 18,000 like 5 minutes before the stream. That's what everybody's saying. That's what everybody's calling it. Like I've been saying for most of the stream, give it a month or two. It's not gonna be nearly as bad. Gotta let some of the hype die down a little bit and keep those die-hard fans happy for a while. And then you can have some little sprinkling in of new people. I've not even got in yet. I have literally this is the first time I've loaded up the actual early access. Well, second time I loaded it up. The first time the login servers were down. So been in queue for, well, off stream in total about an hour and 45 minutes. On stream an hour and 40. So but we're getting close to 500. We're getting there. And then I'm gonna have to mess with audio settings and potentially video settings. Because I haven't logged in yet to mess with that stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh no, don't jinx me like that, man. And then we'll have another, 2-hour just chatting queue simulator on stream. talking about actually in game or just in the queue? I should also ask, you mean like manually disconnecting or getting kicked from the server? Oh. Is that recently or like today, or was that like over the past couple of days? Because they have been making changes and posting about it in their Discord. Which actually, I'm gonna check and see if they've posted any announcements. Yep, they posted one about 30 minutes ago. So apparently one of their upgrades, one of their upgrades failed. And they're rolling it back, and they're starting up a test environment. But that was 30 minutes ago, so. Thank you guys for all the subs. I don't know why, like, I know I don't have alerts set up for subscribers, but it's not even showing up in my activity feed on Stream Elements. Nope, well, Bobo's dead after I manually refreshed it, but like, I don't know the built-in stuff, but I did get the email for Kevin's, thank you. I don't know, that's weird. Do you use the one that's built into the Stream Elements stuff, or do you do it as a custom browser one? Because I'm wondering if the activity feed that's built into the Stream Elements plugin is just bugged. And if it would work better if I used like an actual custom one. At 150 now, guys. We're getting there. We're almost there. Hopefully I don't get kicked immediately. That'd be quite annoying. $110. We getting there. I'd like to say some things. Oh, that was a big jump. I'd like to say some things, but I'm legally not allowed. Oh, yeah, I get the. There we go, guys. We're through the. Well, technically we're not through the queue, but let me unmute the game audio. We get to select our character now.
What are you waiting for?
Let me.
I am ready to serve.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so we got one grave, the most sturdy of the Wayfinders. Wayfinders, able to support and heal his team while smiting foes in melee combat. Righteous Strike performs a powerful radiant strike. Incoming damage is reduced by 25% while performing the ability, and hitting an enemy will cause an explosion of healing energy to heal one grave and nearby allies. Cooldown refreshed upon using a melee finisher. Got Radiant Pulse, forms a divine shield that blocks projectiles and grants a defense boost to allies standing behind the shield. When the shield forms, it sends out a Radiant Pulse, dealing damage to enemies in front of the shield. Judgment, marks enemies for judgment. Anyone hitting a judged enemy will restore their own health. Fine, I think that's Aegis. You guys will find out very quickly I'm bad at reading. Like I said earlier in the stream, that's why I don't watch subbed anime. But Define, I think that's Aegis. Creates a powerful barrier that protects Windgrave and all allies inside of it, making them immune to all damage and healing them over time while standing in the barrier. And Healing Pulse. Healing melee finishers heal Windgrave and one nearby ally. Your starting weapons, the Vanguard, forged by the legendary smith Torlin? Iron Tongue. His smithy was raised in the Maze Wars, and his legacy remained in this mighty weapon. Powerful Bash. Performs a powerful shield bash that does a massive impact and guard break damage. Power increases for each latent power pip consumed.
Come on, let's do this.
We got Silo. Uses gadgets and bombs to slow, ignite, and taunt enemies, overcoming his foes with tactics and style. Able to combo his bombs for additional effect, his abilities allow him to stay effective even at range. Got Firebomb. Toss a firebomb that ignites enemies, dealing damage over time. Has a chain reaction with Oil Bomb, resulting in a large explosion. Speaking of Oil Bomb, we have Oil Bomb. He's a pool of oil in front of Silo, slowing enemies. Enemies directly hit by the bomb are also oiled, remaining slowed even after leaving the oil pool, and taking additional damage when ignited by Firebomb. Refreshes a charge of Firebomb. Huh. Wonder if that means you can use Firebomb, then Oil Bomb, and get back Firebomb to then ignite it. Who knew? And we got Proto Clone. Dash backwards, leaving behind a clone that pulls nearby enemies in. Clone will taunt nearby enemies into attacking it until it expires. Arc Nemesis. Silo sends out EGG to shock. It's egg. Shock all enemies. I'm sorry. That's just what popped in my head. To shock all enemies in the area, dealing a burst of damage. It remains in the area for a short time, slowing and damaging nearby enemies. And Strategic Advantage. Deals 10% bonus melee and range standard shot damage to enemies that are debuffed. And we have starting weapon Ransom. Infamous Highwayman Duskin Dodge was the first to carry Ransom. Had many wielders since then. Scoundrels, everyone. Power Bash. Is that the same?
The weak must be protected.
Oh, fires multiple. Well, it's the. Wait, did that?
We must light the way. Let's have
I don't think that
fun.
changed the first time. Scattershot. Early access, guys. Scattershot. Fires multiple projectiles in a blast while evading backwards. Consumes one locked and loaded charge. And we have Nis, which apparently people are saying is like the meta, but I don't know. Elusive Master of Shadows, manipulating gloom to destroy her foes while darting around the battlefield. Shadow Step, dash in a line, dealing damage. I don't know. Dash in a line, dealing damage along the way. After a short delay, a gloom clone will dash from your initial position to you, dealing damage to enemies it passes through. Got Umbral Aura. Nis is empowered by Umbral magic, causing her next 3 dodges to pierce a nearby enemy with shadow. Nearby allies are also empowered for 1 dodge. Vengeful Shade, briefly become immune to attacks while damaging enemies around Nis. Following up with a light or heavy attack causes Nis to slam back down, further damaging enemies. Following up with a dodge causes Nis to backflip away. Gloom Shroud for 10 seconds. Shadow Step can be used at no cost. So that's our first dash, and then dash and attack. And then Lingering Shadow. After dodging, gain AP for 5 seconds, stacks up to 3 times. Starting weapon Slice and Dicer. Slicer and Dicer. God, I can't read. A traditional weapon of the Shrike smugglers, as sharp as the talons of their namesake. And Steel Volley. Spins and throws daggers in a large radius around the Wayfinder. I think I'm actually gonna go with Silo.
Let's do this.
Yeah, and we'll be able to try out other characters at the end. So we'll try out Silo. I think it starts with a cutscene, so I'm gonna turn off my webcam. Gonna try and do that from now on if there's a cutscene.
We lived in an age of wonders. We wove magic into steel and shaped the elements with our words. And yet, even in this golden age, there were stories of cities falling to darkness, of a force reaching from the shadows. We didn't believe them until it came for us. The beacons had always been a part of our world. We never knew who created them, or that someday they would return.
That's a giant sword.
But we weren't defenseless. We must get to the beacon!
This is foul magic. Silo, clear a path. On it.
Horns, anger issues. Remind you of anyone?
Shut up and fight.
There are too many. Make for the gate! We're through.
What now?
Now, Wingrave, we light the beacon. Somehow, these markings... I can do this. But I'll need some time.
Precursor. We have to buy her some time.
False one! This is vengeance for my people.
Yes!
I am sorry.
No! Just a little longer.
Damn.
We're so close.
You've done it. The light. Your gods are dead. Your world is ours.
All right, trying to figure out what the best place to probably right there. I need to move it again or anything, I can. But that seems to be the best, at least right now. So, up. They were displaying stuff while I was moving my camera. That's nice.
I remember. I'm called Silo. My family were smugglers, outlaws. But they lived by a code, did what was best for the people. Now, it's up to me to fight the gloom and to find out what's happened to my family.
Praise the architects. I thought we'd lost you. We need to get you back to Skylight. There's no time to explain. You're trapped within the gloom. But with that shard, you can cut through the shadows. You must move quickly. I will guide you as best I can.
So does audio sound good, everybody? Yep, I didn't get to read that. Something about a heavy attack. Up. Yep, I'm gonna have to get used to. To see him when I need to reload. Got the double jump. I read too late that it shoots you backwards. And I'll cut through the barrier. One thing is you can absolutely accidentally skip a lot of stuff, like I have. F1 for more info on my abilities. Oh. We can air dash. Yeah, you can run through them on different characters. Which honestly I might, just in case I want to use something different. The big bad. Well, probably not the big bad, but a big bad. Yep, he done did. Oh man. I'm not doing well. Oh. Doing better than I anticipated. So I have to queue again. Well, kind of figured since you were already logged in, you would just be able to switch to the other one, but... Oh, yeah. You can probably scrub back in the video, possibly, I think. I think you can do that with streams, too. Well, that was real annoying. I have to admit. That was that's real annoying. I figured since I was like logged in that I would stay logged in if I didn't select that character. If I knew that was the case, probably just would have went with him and grinded down like the other characters. Yeah, at least pretty nice. But I honestly don't know if that's supposed to happen, if I'm supposed to get kicked in the queue. I'm messaging in their Discord if that's supposed to happen. Nope, got a reply. Yes, sadly you do. It's a known issue that'll be addressed in the near future. So I'll leave it up to you guys since you're watching this stream. You wanna wait through queue again, or you want me to start up a different stream playing DMZ? If we do right through queue again, I'm just gonna go with... I don't know, I might play a different one and just go with that one. And grind for the other characters or something. Honestly, I'd probably go with Wingrave, because You got a shield. Well, got through the tutorial. Wanted to play through the other ones so I could so I could see the things that I had missed. Turns out there's an issue that, that can make you, re-queue. Okay, so we go 1 for, 1 against. I know that's you, but you're working and you're working and lurking like I typically do. So does it make that much of a difference for you? And at least it's, 13 and a half and not 17 like it was. But that's still like probably at least another hour of queue. And then I'll probably get through the tutorial and play a little bit and then hop off. And that's even if it's like exactly an hour queue, because it's 7:12 right now. So I probably wouldn't get the full hour of gameplay in. So what's everyone's opinion? Bro, I done told you, I am very chill. Well, we'll see if it doesn't like drastically drop in queue times. I mean, I'm gonna mute the game audio, turn back on some music. Is it not going? Not loading properly. Oh yeah. Yeah, unless it drastically drops like a couple thousand while I'm setting this up, I might just go ahead and do DMZ. Because that's kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. But at least we know for next time that we're just gonna go with whatever one we're gonna do. Sure, but I'm like about to switch to a different stream. There's a link to the new stream. Gonna be ending this one and switching over to that one. So I'll see you guys over there, because it's barely dropped 1,000. So next time I'll probably try and start like on the character selection screen, but I will see you guys over there whenever I get DMZ set up. So I'll see you there.